You are going to fail many, many times. And that's a good thing. Our society, it makes young people scared to fail. It kind of trains them, the school system. It makes you worried to not perform well. Failure is not a bad thing, and that when bad things happen, they're not actually bad things, they're actually good things because they teach you more about yourself. People don't like to admit this, but life is PvP. Okay? Especially life as a man is brutal. A subscriber asked, I'm 14 and I feel lost in life. Is this normal? Okay? There's nothing wrong with feeling lost in life. Okay? In fact, you don't necessarily even want to be 100% found. Because if you know exactly where you are, what you're doing, everything's perfect, well, that could be a sign of stagnation. Okay? But let's just hop back to the 14-year-old guy, okay? Listen, if you're a teenager, if you're a young person, early 20s, mid-20s, whatever, there is no problem with being lost in life, okay? You shouldn't be expected to be found or to know exactly what you're doing at any point, okay? The aim is to move gradually in the right direction, okay? You may never know 100%, where you are and where you're going, but the concept of 1% better a week is just to move in the general right direction as a person and to get gradually better over time so that after 10, 15 years, you are somewhere where you want to be. When I was 14, I didn't know what I wanted to be. When I was 14, I wanted to be a professional footballer. When I was 19, I wanted to be an esports gamer, okay? When I was 22, I wanted to be a diplomat. When I was 25, I wanted to be a teacher. And now that I'm 30, in my 30s, now I want to be a coach and guide people. Now I have my normal job, okay, which is totally unrelated to what I'm doing with these videos, but only over the last few years, in probably 28, 29, 30, 31 onwards, have I truly known what I want to become and where I want to go. So my advice to young guys, teenagers, okay, don't worry about who you are or where you're going, the big picture. Don't worry about the big picture, okay? Focus on just gradually becoming better. It's totally normal and natural to be lost. When I was a teenager, all the way up until I was around 25, 26, like I stated, I was extremely lost. And guess what? Being lost is actually a blessing, for the most part, okay? Because it allows you to be open to new experiences and to kind of learn more about yourself, okay? Now, it's not a bad thing if you know exactly where you are as a teenager and what you want to become, okay? But for the vast majority of people, they don't. And I don't want them to worry or stress or be confused about, I don't know where I'm going to be in 10 years. What do I do? I don't know what I want to study at university, or I don't know what apprenticeship I want to take when I graduate. Don't worry about it, okay? Your focus as a young person, as a teenager, should be becoming as healthy and as strong as possible, learning more about what you like and what you dislike as a person. This is very important for the teenagers, okay? Becoming healthy, mind, body, spirit, but also figuring out what you like and what you dislike. Do I like working from the computer? Do I like working with my hands? Okay? Do I like working with people? Do I like working alone? Do I like communicating with people at school? Do I prefer to be, let's say when I'm working on a project on my own? Slowly but surely, as you go through high school, try and learn what you like and dislike, what you like in a person, what you dislike in a person, what you like about yourself, and what you are not totally fond about with regards to your own personality or where you think you should improve. Don't worry about being found. Don't worry about being the perfect person. You're not going to be, okay? And you don't want to be. Okay, especially this is so important for the teenagers. They need to understand you are going to fail many, many times. And that's a good thing. So don't worry about being found. Don't worry about being the finished product when you're very young. Focus on getting healthy. Focus on figuring out what you kind of like, what you don't like, okay? Focus on reading good books. Start with Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius, Meditations. For a teenager, in the current times that we're in, very turbulent times, very political times, crazy times, dudes and women, whatever, yeah. Focus on reading some Stoicism. I would recommend the Bible as a spiritual text, but also as just a great piece of literature. The New Testament is incredible. If you are not Christian, obviously go with whatever is culturally relevant for you. I'm not trying to force you to do whatever, do what I do, but read good texts, read good books, read books that have stood the test of time. Okay, let me repeat that. If you're a young person, if you're an older person too, but if you're a young person, read literature that has survived for hundreds or thousands of years. That's all, okay? Sometimes losing a friend, getting your heart broken, getting injured, okay? Having some mental health problem even, right? Making mistakes, sinning at times, being degenerate at times. All of these mistakes, failures, issues within, that would happen within your life can often open the door to something far greater, can often open the door to real depth and learning more about your character. However, you have to be open-minded to that. Understand that failure is not a bad thing, and that when bad things happen, they're not actually bad things, they're actually good things because they teach you more about yourself. Kind of building that mentality will go a very, very, very long way in your life. So the fact that you're lost at 14 is actually a good thing. Okay, that's actually a great thing because it means that you're actually thinking, okay? You have your head screwed on. Now, what I'm going to say is a 31-year-old who was lost for a very long time, and I still don't know who I'm going to become, right? I have a rough idea. I want to say to you, chill, relax, enjoy life, make some good friends, move away from degeneracy. Don't spend too much time on Netflix. Don't spend too much time gaming. Get off the hub, okay? Find hobbies that you really like, you enjoy, but are also productive and can double up as a possible career. Doesn't mean it's going to be your career, but a possible road to go down later in life. Aim to become 1% better a week if you're a young guy. Don't worry about the end product. Basically, just aim in a positive direction, and just keep moving. Keep moving. And sometimes you might go back a few steps, or you might have to change direction slightly. Doesn't matter, just keep moving. Take the lessons and keep moving, okay? Don't overthink it. You're not supposed to know all the answers. You're not supposed to ever know the answers, to be fair. You might love your life up until 40, something happens and you have to completely change who you are and you're lost again. How you approach that situation when you are older and how you deal with it will kind of determine your happiness over time. But don't search to be found, okay? Unless it's usually spiritually, right? In general, when it comes to your life, your daily life, just search to move in the right direction, and just readjust as you go. Thank you very much for that. Wonderful, really wonderful question, because I know a lot of young guys are lost. So yeah, anyway, thank you. Thank you very much for watching. If you're interested in self-improvement and fitness coaching, go and check the Patreon in the GigaChad tier, Discord link below as well, main channel link. Yeah, that's all I need to say, okay? Thank you very much for watching, and I guess I'll see you soon, guys. Ciao.